What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. This is the rundown. Today is a little different because it might come as a surprise to some of you who don't know that I am a big wrestling fan. I ain't gonna lie, I be watching wrestling. So what? I love wrestling. Always loved wrestling since I was a little kid, and I love wrestling. And one of the biggest storylines in wrestling right now, there's many of them, but one of the biggest storylines right now is the Bloodline story. Now, what makes this story so dope is that all the people that are going against each other are blood-related family. So you have the Usos, who's twin brothers, and their big cousin is Roman Reigns on one team, and then you have the other team, who is Solo Sikoa, who is the Usos' little brother, and also Roman Reigns' cousin. Then you got Jacob Fatu, who's their cousin too. Then you got Tama and Tonga Loa, who's the kids of Haku, and they all family. They're not the Tonga Tama and Tonga Loa is not blood related, but they're blood related enough because Haku used to tag team with Jacob Fatu's father, who was the Tonga kid. Hope I'm not losing you. It is a little confusing, but this is called the Anoa'i family, who's starts with Peter Maivia, the Afa and Sika. Okay, I'm gonna chill. You do the research for yourself, but this is a dope story. Oh, and The Rock is their cousin too as well. It's a lot of them. Anyway, it's a lot of them. So if you've been paying attention like I've been paying attention, this story has been unfolding since a little before WrestleMania last year, where I'm going to make a long story short for you to catch you up if you're interested. And if you're already interested, then you already know. Roman Reigns lost to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. He took some time off, but he lost the Ulafala, which was given to him by his father, Roman Reigns, that is, and somehow Solo has it. Solo saying he's the new tribal chief. The tribal chief? But Roman Reigns is really the original tribal chief, and Solo Sikoa became the tribal chief. We don't know how. He just anointed himself the tribal chief. He started doing all these crazy things. They beat Jimmy up. They just did a lot of stuff. Jacob Fatu, who's my new favorite wrestler right now. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Jacob Fatu comes in. First, I believe Tama Tonga appeared first, then Tama Loa, then Jacob Fatu. He formed his version of the Bloodline. Jey Uso went to SmackDown and became the Intercontinental Champion. The Usos tag team broke up. So Roman was missing for a while. Jimmy got beat up. The Wise Man, which is Paul Heyman, got beat up. Everybody's been gone, which Paul Heyman is probably going to resurface. So Solo Sikoa and his new Bloodline has been going around kicking ass. Jacob Fatu is like 200 and something pounds. Could do flips off the top rope. Just amazing storyline. But the storyline unfolds as Roman Reigns returned. He won his Ulafala back because it was gifted to him. He was named the head of the table, the tribal chief, by the Samoans, the Wild Samoans, one of them being his father, who passed away. Well, they both passed away, but his father recently passed away. So, y'all listening? Y'all paying attention? All right, listen. So, Solo was running around wilding. Roman come back like, yo, who put you in charge and who told you to do all these wacky moves? What they do? They whip Roman ass. So now, make a longer story short, Jimmy appears. They go get Jey. Jey was over there, was the Intercontinental Champion. He took the belt from Braun Breaker, who is Rick Steiner's son, from the Steiner brothers. So it's a lot of children in wrestling. I just think that's incredible. But he took the Intercontinental belt from Braun Breaker. The Bloodline went and interfered, and he lost the title back to Braun Breaker. When, I don't know if y'all saw this, when Jacob Fatu and Braun Breaker had that stare down, woo, Woo, gave me the chills. But they ain't got nothing to do with this story. So that caused Jey to come back to no. He lost the belt on Raw. I made a mistake. He's from Raw, not SmackDown. That was So that made him come back because when Jimmy reappeared, he tried to help Roman. They still was getting their ass whooped, and he was telling Roman, "Yo, we need help. They got them numbers. They got Jacob. Jacob crazy, So Jimmy came back to help his cousin against their cousin and brother. Crazy, right? And other cousin. Long story short, they knew they needed Jey. Jey had to come back, but Jey wanted to come back and be his own man. He didn't want to come back and be under Roman like how they used to be. He like, yo, I'm the main event, Jey Uso. I want my own title. I don't need you. And when Jey Uso come out, the elevation that he get is kind of crazy. So he did make it. He is big time now. And I'm hearing that his merch might have outsold everybody, that Yeet stuff and them glasses. I know it's a long story, but if you like wrestling the way I do it, it's worth it. I hope I'm explaining it good enough so you can understand, but I'm just a little excited. A little bit. So, Jey comes back, but it's Jey, Jimmy, the twin brothers, and Roman that's still outnumbered. Enter Sami Zayn, who's a part of the original bloodline, although he's not blood related because he's white. So, long story short, they don't trust Sami Zayn. He's been surfacing, but he said he's coming back for Jimmy. Now I'm going to skip. Solo is acting like Sami Zayn is on their team. He's down with them. But Sami Zayn the other night comes out and saves the Usos and Roman Reigns from the new bloodline. And he kicked Solo in the jaw. After Solo told him to kick Roman, he kicked Solo. So they reform. That's where you see the We the Ones in the air. And they are supposed to fight. The OG Bloodline is supposed to fight the new Bloodline, being Solo, Jacob, Tama Tonga, Tama Loa, at WarGames at WrestleMania. Now, this is what I don't like. I don't mind Sami Zayn, but you have another young man who's another Fatu who happens to be Umaga's son, called Zilla Fatu. Also, he was a tag team partner of Jacob in the indie circuits. I kind of wanted Zilla to enter the fold. I kind of wanted Zilla to show up. So I'm a little disappointed that it's Sammy. I guess it makes sense based off the history, but I wanted Zilla Fatu to show up, because that would have made it like the bloodline. You got all of these cousins and brothers. That's dope. And they're from the Samoan dynasty, as we know. But I don't know. What y'all think, man? Would y'all rather have Sammy or Zilla? I wanted Zilla Fatu to show up. You know what I'm saying? It goes to show you how immersed I am into the damn Vince McMahon look old as hell right there. What is he, like 400? Anyway. So this match hasn't been sanctioned yet, but it's looking like it's gonna be. And according to this article that I'm reading, both iterations of the Bloodline will square off in the WarGames match at WWE Survivor Series. Dubbed the OG Bloodline, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Sami Zayn will face the Bloodlines, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa in a 4-on-4 WarGames match at Survivor Series on Saturday, November 30th. And it, like I read, WWE has yet to officially announce the bout, but both sides agreed to the match in the closing segment of Friday SmackDown. So, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I personally would have liked to see Zilla Fatu. I think Zilla would have came in there, and he knows Jacob very well, so you could have the Usos against Tama and Tonga, who are brothers. You could have Roman go at Solo because he want the Ula follow back, and you could have Zilla and Jacob go at each other. That would have been devastating to me, but you know, some people like Sami Zayn. I get it, but it's a good storyline. But and look, bold prediction: Jacob Fatu gonna betray somebody. He gonna go rogue. But because I think they got to put a belt on him somehow. He need a belt. He's that good that he can't just be Solo's enforcer. They got to put a belt on him. So let's see what happens, man. Hopefully you like my little wrestling commentary. I like wrestling a lot. But what you think? You think Zilla or Sami? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna go Zilla. What you think? That would have been a pleasant surprise for those who know and the know. But I've been seeing a lot of Zilla Fatu, and then I did a lot of research. And then who knows when the big cousin gonna show up? The big cousin is The Rock. So when the final boss show up, who knows who side he gonna be on and how he gonna take all of this. So let's see what happens. I'm Doggie Diamonds, man. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. This is my little wrestling take real quick. I like wrestling. So if you like wrestling like I like wrestling, show your appreciation below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.